What's up, boys and girls? Welcome back to another episode of Rainswept. It's me, Plan Powers, and today we're gonna meet Brad for the second time, so he can continue on the story of Chris and Diane. So, Brad's back in Pineview. We should talk to him. He'll be heading back later today for his wedding preparations. We also need to talk to Jack about the picture we got from Johnny. He should be at his shop. What do you want to say? Start with, detective? So that's oh yeah, we can talk to Jack as well. His photo was a bit weird. So we don't need to discuss the case. Let's go straight into Brad because he has to go. Let's meet Brad first. He'll probably be in a rush. Yeah, exactly. Alright, we can head back to the station. Shall we leave now? Yes. Let's not waste time anymore. Alright, lead the way. So yeah, as I was saying, Jack's... so where would he be? At the sheriff's department? At the crime scene? At the hospital? Where would he be? Sheriff's department, alright. So we're at Main Street, I think. Sorry, I get turned around. So we're at Aspen Street. Yeah, we can go to Aspen Street, okay. So yeah, I was saying Jack's car, that red convertible. Oh, where's the skater dude? He's gone. Central Street? Is that where we want to go? No, it's Happy Valley Road. Yeah, Jack's car was taken, a photograph of it was taken by these young kids, and we need to go investigate what's up with that in front of the house of the victims. So, alright, Brad, can you tell me about the hotel projects? It seems Chris was trying to start a hotel in Pineview. Do you know anything about that? Yeah, that was his big plan. He wanted to live in a quiet, peaceful place, but he also wanted to run a business. He was specifically partial to starting and running a hotel, as he'd help his uncle run his restaurant back home. How did Chris manage the money for it? Some of it was from running the restaurant with his uncle. He inherited the rest of it. When his uncle died a few years back, Chris basically inherited everything he'd owned. His uncle had never married and had taken Chris in with him. This was when Chris was 12, after he'd spent about 5 years moving between his parents and different foster homes. So he came here to little hidden away Pineview, got himself a new place and started the process of getting the project approved. I'm not sure why the project never worked out. I lost touch with him by then. Poor guy. So why did you and Chris fall out? Yeah, well, Chris was really excited about Diane. He said he couldn't believe someone like her, as pretty as her, he said, could be interested in him. A shy person like him. I was worried for him. Everything was developing too fast. He just met someone that was studying a subject that she had no interest in, only so that she could run away from home. And unexpectedly, she'd met an ambitious guy, Chris, who had all his life plans sorted out. On top of that, a guy who got himself a new place far from the city. And now things were moving so fast that he was considering asking her to move in with him. I just felt something wasn't right, and being his best friend, I let him know about it. He wasn't happy, of course. He was obsessed with Diane, and he would have defended her, taken her side over anyone else's, even mine. I told him to be careful about talking this further, and not believe everything she told him about herself. He was angry. He said I seemed to be suggesting that Diane was somehow manipulating him into asking her to move in. And he didn't want to talk again after that. Yeah, I'm kind of this opinion as well. I mean, I don't... Diane seems off. She seems off. So, where were you on the night in question? I guess it does look a little suspicious, doesn't it? Anyway, I was staying at the Blossom Hotel. That's where I'm getting married. The hotel guys should be able to confirm this. So, when did you last meet him? That's the day when Chris had first moved into his new place in Pineview. So, what do you guys think? You've got yourself a great place, Chris. I love it, so cozy. I can't wait to get this place set up. Well, I'm gonna go in and make us some coffee before I leave. So we're playing as Chris again. Talk to the wife here. Just look through the window. The living room. I'm gonna watch so much TV in here. Okay. This window is still open, is it? Oh, my kitchen. So empty right now, but so much potential. I can't wait to build some furniture for it. Can't wait to see what you do with it. She literally... I don't really want to trespass on my new neighbor's property. Do you know who lives there? Mr. Willis, if I remember correctly. You should go and say hi. No way. Yeah. So she has no plans, ambitions whatsoever. She is just studying something she didn't really want to. Come on, let's go in. I want to take another look around the house. What again? What? Again? We just moved all these boxes in. I'll tell you what I'm planning to do with the place. Come on. Wait, come here for a second. Come on, let's go. Alright, that's probably something nasty. Is he washing or making coffee? Pretty bad at making coffee, you know. Plus, I need to wash the dishes too. It's gonna take a while. Aren't you gonna take a look around the house again? I should be done by then. Okay, that's cool. Come on, I'll show you upstairs. So, this is where the magic happens. Let's just investigate all of this. I like this spot, but I haven't decided what I'm gonna do with it yet. Maybe some low seating? Or, ooh, how about a pin-up board? Since you love making lists so much, you could put them up here. That's not a bad idea. All these plans for yourself. Do I fit into any of this? Yeah, of course you do. Do you really need to ask that? Okay. So you did put a pin-up board there. So this is where I'll have my desk right in front of the window. Plenty of light and everything. And maybe build a bookcase right next to it. Sounds good. I wonder why they left this painting behind. Also, that place feels familiar. Is it somewhere in Pineview? The church, maybe? Could be. Keep the painting, I like it. Yeah, it's pretty nice, actually. So, the beds. My beds. Wanna try it out? What? It's not even got any bed sheets yet, and the boxes are still unpacked. Ugh, that's so Chris. That's so Raven. Stop rolling your eyes. Come on, there's more. What are you planning to do with this room? I haven't quite decided yet. Maybe another bedroom for potential kids. Then woodworking workshop. And then we could have the guys' den. We could have a guys' den downstairs in the living room. I mean, we don't. Workshop would be nice. A wooding workshop, maybe. In a room on the first floor. You sure that's a good idea? I'm not sure. I'll think about this. Actually, that's not a good idea. Not on the first floor. Are we done looking around here? Yes, I think so. Chris? Yeah? What is it? What have you done to me? I didn't want any of these emotions, and now I don't want to leave. That's what happens, you know? Remember when I told you about the walls I've built around myself to not let anyone else in? Yeah? I don't think you're breaking them down, but I think you are making a door for yourself, a safe, secure door. Does that make any sense? Yes, it actually does. So you'll build the wall around other people, but we have a way in. Good. I want to change for you, Chris. I have trouble expressing how I feel, but I want to do that for you. Be a bit open about how I feel. Will you help me with that? Of course. I'm dreading that coffee. I know I have to go home after that's done. I'm gonna miss you. Don't go. Come live with me. I really don't want to go that way because, I mean, we would like her, but something's bad is gonna happen. Something's bad is gonna happen. No, but we have to, for the sake of continuity, we have to convince her to stay. So don't. I'll be so damn lonely in this new place. Well, You have to get used to it, don't you? Anyways, I can't stay. I'll be in trouble if I do. Why? Do you live at home or in a prison? You won't understand, so just leave it be. Alright, the coffee's ready. Grab a cup, both of you. After that, when Diane went away for a bit, I had the argument with him. He attacked me even though I was only worried about him. That annoyed me. He was finally getting the love, attention and adoration he'd always craved. She almost idolized him at times. I guess I was a little jealous too. I'd suddenly been completely replaced by another person in his life. He'd almost forgotten that I existed anymore. I was really annoyed. Chris had become extremely stubborn and defensive over those days. So I thought, fine, see how this turns out for you. Enjoy the chaos that's coming your way. I gave up on him, and then this happened, and that's what I regret so damn much. I would force my company on him even if he didn't need it, and I abandoned him completely when he really needed someone to help him through whatever was going on. Perhaps we don't know yet if that what's really happened. Yeah, I hope not. God, I hope it's not like what it looks like. So we jotted something down on a journal, but we still can't see it because excuse me, these blank pages. So I'm not really sure what I'm doing there. So let's go to meet Jack at the auto shop. So we're at Aspen, I think. I think we can go from here to the crime scene and then on to Cliffview Road. I think it's Cliffview. Man, there's a road that connects them right here. Why can't I go? I just have to go around. What the fuck? That's a bit annoying. So I don't know. She has some issues for sure, Diane. I mean, she could be innocent in all of this, but she was a bad influence on them, I think. I don't know. I mean, being a person that doesn't have any ambitions or any sort of purpose on their own lives, I mean, that's just a way you have to carry. Alright, Jack, you have some questions to answer? Hey, dude, you come back for the you back for the car already? It's not done yet. No, I'm here for something else. Show photograph. Or actually, let's ask him first. Jack, what were you doing on the 26th of August? That's quite specific. I don't know. Working, probably? How close were you to Diane? Dane? Diane, Jack. Were you friends? Not really. She and Chris just got their car fixed by me a couple of times, that's all. Why did you meet her alone on the 26th of August? What? I didn't. Here we go. That's your car outside their house, isn't it? Oh, yeah, that's mine. Well, can you explain that? I'd gone there to fix the car, obviously. Look at the picture, Jack. Chris' car isn't in the driveway. I'm assuming he wasn't home either. Oh. Right, this is probably another day. This must be when I'd gone to get my payment for the work from them. Oh yeah, there's the date there, here on the photo. That's when I'd gone to meet them for the money. Sorry, detective, I got the dates mixed up. Another thing, Jack. You say you'd gone for a drive around the time the shootings took place. Where were you before that? Tell me everything that you did on that day. Well, okay, let's see. I woke up early as usual and opened the shop for business. I think I was here till 11 AM. Then I went to... yes? Market. I went to the Pineview market. What for? Did you meet anyone there? Or not really. Oh yeah, I bought myself some food from Mark's cafe. Let's just remain silent, see Alright, continue. And well, after that, I worked again for a few minutes before taking a lunch break and a little nap. Around 5 PM, I sent out to meet Alan. He owed me some money from work I'd done on his car last week. He wasn't at the pub, though. A boy named Lenny there said he was sick and hadn't come in. Yes, and? Well, so I went to his place instead. He wasn't there either, though. Neither was his car. Wait, you're saying Alan wasn't home on Sunday? That's what I said, detective. He wasn't there. I went again around 9 PM, no luck. I should go and meet him again now that he's back. Could really use that money. We'll be back if we need more information, Jack. Okay. So what do you think, officer? I'm not convinced. He's hiding something. Exactly. Let's keep an eye on him. Meanwhile, Alan's got some clarification to do. He lied to us about Sunday. Let's find out why. Alright. Yeah. Jack said Alan wasn't home on the 6th. So we need to talk to him about that. Alright, let's go to the pub. So that's weird. Why would Alan lie? Yes? Where were you on the 6th? So where were you really, Alan, on the 6th of October? Wait, I thought I told you that already. I was at home, sleeping mostly. I wasn't feeling well, so I didn't come to work. Right, so accuse him from lying. Yeah, he's actually lying, yeah. We know that you weren't at home for most of the day. Are you sure you're not lying to us, Alan? Oh, I did go out to town before that, you're right. I'd just gone over to Hank's, in the other town a couple of hours away, to buy some supplies. So you weren't too sick to drive, were you? I feel better when I drive, honestly. I find it very relaxing. Why didn't you tell us about this before? I really didn't think it was that important. I was back the same night anyway. Shall we do a bad cop, a good cop? Let Officer Blunt handle it. We need to know your exact movements throughout the day. It's the only way we can account you out of suspicion. I didn't lie, officer. I just didn't realize. What time would you say you got back to Pineview that night? I don't know exactly. Maybe 8? 9? The place where you bought these supplies, would they be able to confirm this? Yeah, I don't see why not. We will be back here if we have any more questions. Come on, Blunt. So I said Alan is still lying, obviously. I need you to do something ASAP, Blunt. Find a phone and call up Hank's. He's probably going to call Hank up too and ask him to cover for him. Confirm Alan's alibi before he does that. Got it. See ya. Okay. Detective. So who's this guy? Yes? I'm Lenny. Oh, okay. Oh shit, he has some truth to lay on us. I help Alan out at the pub sometimes. Ah yes, Lenny, I've heard about you. You've been out of town the past couple of days. Yes, I just returned to Pineview today. I'd been out since I last worked here on the 6th. I left that night. You know, the night that the incident happened. Did you by any chance see Jack that day? You know, the guy who runs the local auto repair shop? Did you see him around Mark's cafe, maybe around 11 AM? Jack, I did see him. I was sitting outside at the time, taking a break. He'd gone up to the church, and then he went over to the cafe. The church? Anything else you remember? Any details? I think he was carrying something, some tools, and a bucket of paint, I think. Alright, thanks Lenny. Is there something else that you wanted to talk about? Yes, something that Chris told me once. Maybe it'll help you with your investigation, I don't know. Chris was really drunk at the pub that night, and he shared something quite personal with me. He never came back to the pub after that day. Maybe he felt uneasy about sharing all this with a stranger. Okay, so he was at the pub that night. Fucking liar. Another one, Lenny. Are you sure, Chris? Oh no, I mean, it was Chris that was at the pub, not Alan, sorry. My bad. Are you sure, Chris, that's your... Just do it, Lenny. My mind's messed up, and I'm supposed to forget about it, she said. But it's impossible to forget about something like that. I just can't. How can anyone be so terrible? How can someone like that exist? I never thought. It makes me sick, Lenny. What's going on, Chris? Do you want to talk about it? I don't know if I should, but yeah. Oh shit! I fucking skipped that whole. Sorry. I can't just keep it in me. I can't just try and forget about it. I've got to do so. Something. Chris, Diane. Ah no. Christ, Diane. Do you have any? What? Do you have any? How beautiful you look right now. That's a bit weird. At this exact moment. Chris. No, I mean it. I need you to know it's important. I feel so grateful that moments like this exist. How special you are. Stop. Don't say things like that. I get it. You're shy, but... No, we don't get it. Forget it. How was your day? Diane. I'm not shy. I just... You're special, Chris. I'm just me. Come on. Just let me, okay? I really think you're special. Pure, even. I'm in awe sometimes. I thank you. I feel so much. I never met anyone who sees the world the way you do. This is a lot, don't you think? No, I don't tell you often enough how perfect you are. How much good you have done to me. Bloody hell, what are you doing, Chris? What do you mean? There's something I need to tell you. I've been meaning to for a while, but... I know I struggle with this sort of thing, letting people in. And you know there are things I still haven't told you. I know, and that's okay. Chris, if we're gonna be serious about us, you should know. Are we serious, I mean? I'm in love with you, Diane. Chris, please, you might feel differently after I've told you everything. Diane, nothing you say could possibly change how I feel about this. You don't understand, it'll change things between us. And it's up to you if you still want us to be a thing after that. I won't blame you for backing off. What the hell are you talking about? You're scaring me. I think she's depressive. Or she has some issues, for sure. Nothing's going to change. Alright. You know that I live with my mom and my stepdad, right? Well, she married him when I was about 4. It's stupid. I don't even remember what my real dad looked like. Mom said he died in a car accident, and you know what? That's not important. I'm sorry, I didn't know. Well, now you do. But Mom would go out to work, and my stepdad, well, he wasn't the working type. Oh no. Oh no, is this going where I think it's going? There were a couple of times, I think when I was about 8 or 9. He used to call me to his room. Diane, you don't have to. I know, but I need to, okay? Okay. It was only whenever when Mum was away. I was too young, too stupid. He said we're just playing. Jesus Christ. It stopped for a while, but one Tuesday, when I came home from middle school, when Mum was at work, she has to let her out. I think it'll be good for her. My stepdad raped me, Chris. Yeah, this is where I thought it was going. Fuck. Dan. I was so confused. I couldn't process what had happened. He kissed my mum on the cheek when she got home. Nothing had changed. Not in the world outside. Everything changed for me though. More than I realized at the time. The next week, the next month, the same. Nothing. When I was 15, he tried again, called me to his room as though I was still a little girl. I told him to go fuck himself. I locked myself in my room. When I came out, everything was as it been. Dinner was on the table, normal. It's almost like it never happened, Chris. the way life has been around me. And I've always known that he was that kind of man. No one would believe me if I told them. Nobody would even think he could do such a thing. It makes you doubt yourself, you know, your own memory. I was only a kid, Chris, a stupid kid. Dan, you need to tell your mother about this. And what good would that do? Dredging all that shit up again. What would it change? It'd be good for you. Would it? I'm not so sure. That's some fucking heavy stuff, man. So now you know. That was brave, Diane. I understand if this changes things, if this makes you reconsider. This changes nothing. Why the hell would you think it might? What happened? It was in the past. It's over. You did nothing wrong. You're not a different person because some awful thing that happened to you. It's a lot of baggage, Chris. It's not exactly in the past. Diane, I love you. I'm not just saying that to make you feel better, or because you opened up, or because we slept together. I love you, and I loved you before tonight, and I'm pretty sure I'll still love you in the morning. You're an idiot. Yeah, well, what can you do? I love you too, Chris. Sweetie, you've been uncharacteristically quiet. What are you thinking? Yeah, you should definitely fucking report him. You should report him to the police, Diane. We aren't going to do anything, you promised. That was before I knew what you were living with. I deal with this in my own way. I don't need you trying to be some vigilante making a mess of everything. He hasn't touched me ever since, Chris. Nothing of the sort. Things have been normal for a long time now. Dumb curfews are the most I have to deal with anyone. Well, you shouldn't have to deal with that either. Chris, leave it alone. I told you because I felt like you should know. Because I felt you should know. That's all. I mean, if she doesn't want us to do anything, we're not gonna go out and disrespect her like that. Another man thinking he knows what's best for her, I guess. Oh god. And you said Chris told all this to Lenny. Yes. This makes Diane's stepdad a suspect, right? It does. We need to send someone over to find out what he was up to on the 6th. I'll do that ASAP. And what about Hanks? Did Alan's alibi checked out? Let me guess, he didn't. You're right, Alan wasn't at Hanks that day. He lied to us again. We need to find something to get him talking. A search warrant? That'll take too long. We'll have to go to get creative. Let's discuss it tomorrow morning. Alright. Anyways, I'll meet you back here in an hour. Go get changed. 4? Ryan's birthday, did you forget? Ooh, oh. Go over to the clothing store on the central street and buy something nice. What? Why? Treat yourself, it'll make you happy. But buying clothes doesn't make me happy. Ugh, just do it, Michael, please. I'd come with you, but I need to change too. Now go! Alright, see you in a bit. Good, see you soon. Alright, let's buy the clothes in Central Street. I think we're right here. Oh, no, we aren't. No. Wait, it's nighttime. What kind of a shop will be open? Right, where am I at? Central Street, yeah. Oh no, we need to go to Main Street, okay. What in the fucking Christ name? Keep getting turned around on these streets, man. This is Main Street. Damn. So where the hell is that? Oh, okay, you have to go to Aspen and then go to... We have to go to Aspen and then Central Street. Okay. So yeah, Diane's, man. Fuck. She definitely has some issues. Alright, let's see what they got. T-shirts, black t-shirts. Yeah, let's go black t-shirts. Confirm selection? Yes. Alright guys, this seems like a good place to have a little break. We'll pick up the rest of the story on the next episode, okay? Sorry, I'm a bit caught off guard with Diane's story. But yeah, we'll continue this on the next episode, alright? This is Plant Powers signing out.